Ras Al Khafji or Khafji is a town on the border between Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. It lies in what was before 1970 the Saudi-Kuwaiti Neutral Zone. The Japanese-owned Arabian Oil Company Limited signed a concession agreement with the government of Saudi Arabia in December 1957 and with the government of Kuwait in July 1958 for exploration and development of hydrocarbon reserves in the offshore neutral zone. The Arabian Oil Company discovered the Khafji oil field in 1960 and the Haut oil field in 1963. It was only after the discovery of these oil deposits offshore of Khafji that a permanent demarcation of the neutral zone between Kuwait and Saudi Arabia was established, with Khafji formerly located within Kuwait. However, the agreement concluded that both states would still maintain joint rights to all natural resources within the designated neutral zone, with the termination of the Arabian Oil Company lease to explore and extract within the area. Operations within the Khafji fields reverted to a joint venture between shareholder companies representing both states, with production being split on a 50-50 agreement between Kuwait and Saudi Arabia. Khafji's notoriety, however, is primarily owed to the Battle of Khafji, which took place in and around the town in 1991 and marked the high tide of Iraq's advance through Kuwait and into Saudi Arabia. Khafji's first prince was Prince Faisal bin Turkarai, eldest grandson of the country's founder Ibn Saud, also known as King Abdulaziz. History. Al-Khafji largely came into existence following the 1960 discovery of the Al-Khafji oil field. Following the start of commercial oil production, the Arabian Oil Company established a residential compound that was composed of 73 residential quarters, built on a total area of 3 million square feet, and possessing drainage, electricity, piped water, cable telephones and a road network. The expansion of oil exploration and drilling in the region led the city to gradually expand, generally keeping pace with a trend witnessed throughout the kingdom. Location. Khafji is located in Saudi Arabia's eastern region along the coast of the Persian Gulf. The city is situated at latitude 28 to 26 N, longitude 48 to 30 E. It is 10 kilometers south of the Saudi-Kuwaiti border, 130 kilometers south of Kuwait City and 300 kilometers north of Dammam. Climate. Khafji has an arid climate, with a total average annual rainfall of 105 millimeters. The quantity of annual rainfall substantially varies from one year to another, with some years witnessing over 200 millimeters of precipitation while others see only a few millimeters. The average springtime temperature is in the range of 12 degrees Celsius, with relative humidity of about 50%. In the summertime the temperature averages around 50 degrees Celsius, with relative humidity of about 50%. Autumn sees average temperatures around 29 degrees Celsius, with relative humidity of about 50%. First Gulf War. On January 29, 1991, the Iraqi army invaded Khafji following the invasion and subsequent occupation of Kuwait. Saudi, Qatari and coalition forces compelled the Iraqi army to withdraw from the city on January 31, 1991 as a consequence of the Battle of Khafji. Post-Gulf War. In 1995, city officials declared the city safe and mine-free. Khafji's future. The Saudi government, in conjunction with Khafji Joint Operations, is promoting large-scale development projects in Khafji with the goal of transforming it into one of the major cities in the country. According to the Saudi government, Khafji is to be the headquarters of a new natural gas company. A separate government project in Khafji is to promote the city as an international tourist destination. The project would publicize and promote Khafji's beaches on the Persian Gulf during the summer and the temperate weather and desert camping in the winter. Population. The population of Khafji is roughly 100,000. A significant proportion of the population is composed of oil company employees and their families. and thus a large proportion of residents came to Khafji from different cities in Saudi Arabia and Kuwait after 1960. Education. The city lacks institutions offering post-secondary education for men. Khafji is home to the Girls' Education College, a female-only college. In January 2009, Muhammad Al-Amer, director of colleges in the Eastern Province, opened an investigation into the Girls' Education College following reports of piles of garbage lying about the college going uncollected for weeks and alleged late-night break-ins by Asian workers exploiting the absence of security guards and staff. Students portray toilets at the school as unusable, and the environment at the school was portrayed as lax to the point of being detrimental to scholastic endeavors. The Girls' Education College receives a portion of its funding from Chevron Healthcare. Until 1969, Khafji was served by a single hospital, the Company Hospital. In 1969, the Ministry of Health funded the construction of an additional 2 clinics. In 1988, Khafji National Polyclinic was established and turned into hospital by 2004 to be the pioneer in private medical service in the city. In 1996, Al Khafji Joint Operations Hospital opened, and has since been expanded. Previously, KJO Hospital used to provide healthcare for 7,000 inpatient and 80,000 outpatient visits per year. Currently, Khafji General Hospital, since started by the end of 2005, became the main health institute in Khafji Governorate, since it provides the healthcare for all citizens and eligible residents in all specialty areas regarding the rapidly growing population and rapidly expanding every day, replacing the historical role of KJO Hospital. Several private hospitals and private polyclinics have also been established in Khafji to keep up with the needs of citizens and residents in the city, as well as the citizens of neighboring Kuwait, like Kingdom of Medicine, Almanar Complex, and was most recently the launch of Al Rama Medical Complex in 2010. Transportation. Airport. There is a small airfield in the city owned by Saudi Aramco that is not open for public use or commercial service. The nearest domestic airport offering commercial flights is Al Qaisuma HAF Al Batan Airport, which has limited domestic flights. King Fahd International Airport in Dammam is the closest local airport with international services. Despite Kuwait International Airport being the closest commercial airport to the city. Culture and recreation. Many residents of Khafji travel to Kuwait or, to a lesser extent, to Dammam to shop.